dismantling the Voice of America, which remains off the air. On March 26th, a U.S. federal judge gave a temporary reprieve to Radio Free Europe Radio Liberty, ordering its congressionally approved funding to be restored while the case is further adjudicated in court. The judge issued a temporary restraining order indicating that RFERL is likely to win the case eventually. And the same day, employees of Radio and TV Marti in Miami were told to return to work, and the station began producing news and other programming immediately, although it was only available on the Marti Noticias website. Here's a recording of the resumption of broadcasts.
De ese sinsonte cubano, de ese mártir hermano, que el mártir se llamó, ay, se llamó.
Aquí, Radio Martí, el programa informativo para Cuba de La Voz de América, transmitiendo desde Washington, capital de los Estados Unidos de América.
Hoy, tras varios días fuera del aire, retomamos nuestras transmisiones y gradualmente retomaremos también la programación habitual.
But while programs were again being produced, the shortwave transmissions of Radio Marti were still off the air, as the USAGM shortwave site in Greenville, North Carolina, was still closed. By the way, that was an old jingle you heard a moment ago, because it said Radio Marti was broadcasting from Washington, D.C. It's actually been originating from Miami, Florida, since 1996, in a building which Elon Musk says he has terminated the lease for. Meanwhile, also on March 26th, Radio Free Asia issued a statement to listeners and DXers saying, Radio Free Asia has lost its grant and funding. Unfortunately, we are unable to confirm any more reception reports. If this situation changes, we will let you know. As our relay sites stop transmitting our broadcasts, currently we're still airing evergreen programming on limited frequencies, but it's unclear how long this will continue. Thank you for listening, and also for your years of support and friendship. Thanks very much to one of our 15-year-old listeners named Liam, I think his last name is Spencer, for some important information about NHK Radio Japan. He says he found an announcement on the NHK website saying that the station had decided to stop issuing QSL verification cards. Cards will be sent for confirmations on broadcasts up to March 20th, 2025. You can continue to submit comments and requests to English language services through the Contact Us link on the NHK World website. They say your feedback will be used to improve our broadcasts and services. Thank you, Liam, for passing that information on to us. And since you're only 15 years old, I'm sorry that you probably won't have as much opportunity to collect QSL cards nowadays as many of us older folks did when we first started listening to shortwave back in the good old days when almost all stations issued QSL cards. On March 31st, Radio Nacional da Amazônia in Brazil began broadcasting an international program aimed at foreign audiences via the station's shortwave frequencies of 6180 and 11780 kilohertz. The 10-minute program in Spanish and English airs daily at 10:50 p.m. Brazilian time, which is 0150 UTC.